Okay, let's be real with each other for a second.
You know the feeling, right? The more you desperately try to be happy, the more you just feel kind of small and weak. You've been promised that if you just get that car, or finish that course, or meet the one, then, poof, you'll finally be at peace.
But it never really works, does it? You've been running this race for years, and it feels like the finish line just keeps moving further and further away. Sound familiar?
Well, I really need you to hear this. It's not your fault. You're not broken, and you're not failing.
What's actually happening is that you've been caught in a trap, a very clever one, called the happiness trap. And to really understand what I mean, I have to tell you a story about a beautiful lie that I believed for most of my life.
You see, when I was 11, my entire world was just falling apart. My family was a mess. Everything that felt safe and predictable and trustworthy was just dissolving into chaos.
And as a little kid, I made a decision that seemed to make perfect sense. I told myself, okay, if I can just fix myself, if I can become perfect, then the world will go back to being safe again.
It was a beautiful lie, but it was a lie. And I spent decades trying to fix my own mind, completely convinced that joy was some kind of prize you earned after you finally got rid of all your pain.
But here's the crazy truth that no one ever tells you. We're all taught that happiness is supposed to be our default setting. But the reality? Evolution could not care less about your happiness. Its one and only job is to keep you alive. And to do that, your brain is literally designed to churn out anxiety and fear and doubt. Those feelings aren't a bug in your system, they're a feature. Trying to get rid of your anxiety is like trying to tell your heart to just stop beating. It's not going to happen.
This is where I discovered something called acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT for short. And its main idea is, well, it's a total game changer. The goal isn't to get rid of bad feelings. The goal is to accept the entire spectrum of what it means to be human, the sadness, the anger, the emptiness, the joy, and see it all as normal.
So, okay, that sounds nice, but how do you actually do that? It all starts with this simple metaphor that honestly changed everything for me. It's called the bus of your life.
So I want you to picture this right now. Your life is a bus, and you are the driver. You're behind the wheel deciding which way to go.
But here's the thing. You are not alone on this bus. Oh no. You've got passengers, and they are all your fears, your anxieties, your most shameful memories, all that nagging self-doubt. And man, are they loud. They are screaming at you from the back seats, right in your ear. You're not good enough, just turn back now, you're gonna fail, you know you are.
So what do most of us do? We stop the bus. We literally pull over, turn around in our seat, and we start fighting with them. We argue, we plead, we try to kick them out, and the entire time you're fighting, the bus is standing still. Your life is completely on hold.
So what if you stopped fighting? You can't get rid of them anyway. What if, instead, you just turned to your passengers and said, I see you. You can stay. But I am the one holding the steering wheel.
And with that, you just turn back to the road. You accept that they're coming along for the ride, but you sure as heck don't let them drive. You just drive.
Because your goal is not to be happy. It's to be alive, to be fully alive. And that means doing what is genuinely important to you, even when your hands are shaking with fear.
And your values, they're your compass. So first, you stop waiting around to feel better. Second, you figure out what really matters to you deep down. Those are your values. And third, you start moving toward those things, even with fear sitting right there in the passenger seat beside you.
So please stop waiting. Stop waiting for some magic moment in the future when things finally get easier.
Hit the gas. I mean it. Do it right now, with all of your fears and your doubts and your worries right there in the back seat. Because a meaningful life isn't measured by how many times you smiled, it's measured by how true you were to yourself when things were genuinely painfully hard.
The steering wheel is in your hands. It always has been.